stadium bathed in garnet. Hockey riding in on a cock-a-moose. 2001 blaring, and you know what's in store now. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So South Carolina's offense will get first crack at it today. Rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. To the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gives it on the option. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. He'll do it himself. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on them. Throughout the game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the Gamecocks will try to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Handoff to the single back. Turning it on! They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Worthy. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double teamed.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. There he goes down the right side. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They build their attack around those big plays, and they've got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down. They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Completes it in the middle. And they pick up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Rides the back on the option, the give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Still running at the 40. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And he lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around, see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Those are those where you're just looking at your hands, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. Could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
He'll take it on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. It'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Worthy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Intercepted for the 11th time.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The hand to the running back, fighting off the defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. Made a defender miss. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The give to the back. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrison. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Stein. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. They're going to ride this running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the kick.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Terry.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
They'll try to sneak it.
Man, I like the call. 3rd inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Quickly out to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
He wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense cashing him in on that drive. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Free up the gut. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Worthy. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Worthy. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him...
Turning it off! Just plowing ahead. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gonna run it. It's Cole. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached a break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Cole. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw it again. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Under fire. On the move at the 30. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Finds his man. It's Marsh. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cole. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. It's a one-possession game in the fourth. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open spaces. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially...
Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Awesome execution. Nice job going down the field, scoring the touchdown, but only half of the work was done. Under 2 minutes, got to go for the 2-point conversion here. Pick your play. Let's get ready to roll.
From the gun. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Cole. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Tries to get it on the ground. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Cole. He picked up some of that lost yardage. Not enough for the 1st down. And in the waning seconds, they do get the clock stopped. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Cole. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. A first down run on the doorstep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. If he houses this, it's ball game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Terry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Off play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll try to win it with a long field goal right here. So here we go, a long field goal attempt to win it. And he got it. The kick is good. Wins the game in overtime.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet.